Fans of Marvel's Agent Carter have been hoping and wishing that the show will be saved after cancellation on ABC. And it looks like those wishes might not come true because speaking this week at the TCAs for Netflix, CEO Ted Sarandos, Chief Content Officer, CCO, Ted Sarandos was talking about it when asked from Entertainment Weekly whether or not they could or would save Agent Carter because, Netflix has saved several shows in the past, including most notably Arrested Development from relative cancellation, obscurity, etc. And he had this to say: "We're looking for truly original brands to own, and in the Marvel space, we already have original comic book shows. So that's why." Okay, it seems like a small statement, but there's a lot to unpack here. So we're looking mainly at the world of the Defenders. So Daredevil, Jessica Jones, upcoming Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Punisher. That is their world, and that is what they've decided to focus on, essentially, and that they're not at the point where, maybe the CW saved Supergirl. It would make sense for them to take over Agent Carter because, they are drastically different tones. However, they are set in different times, so that would set a different precedent, and it would make it essentially okay. But they've gotten to the point where they no longer need to save shows. Instead, they're so big that they're producing their own shows, and that is going to be their focus. So we don't actually have numbers on Daredevil or Jessica Jones, though all signs would point to them being pretty huge in terms of how they were received by critics, how much money is being invested in them. But Netflix famously does not release that data. And that is probably for the best because, they can keep their own secret and their own mystique. So even if something is just pretty much average, we're going to view it in this certain light. So that's basically a really smart marketing move. They don't have to release it. Nielsen can't track them. Why would they? So Netflix has their Marvel plate pretty much full with the offerings that they would like to keep on. I almost made a food reference there, but I did not. But that doesn't mean that necessarily Agent Carter can't be saved. There are other streaming services. It just looks like the main one, Netflix, won't be taking it on, this is probably the first time that we've seen kind of a failure in the world of Marvel. Particularly on their TV shows. Their movies, they're fine. They're golden. And the Netflix shows have done well, but Agent Carter is the first Marvel property to really face cancellation. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still picked up on ABC. If I had my druthers, I would switch it the other way around. But, while Agent Carter was very well received by people who loved it and watched it every week, it didn't get the best numbers. And in the end, that's what we're looking at. Audience, do you love and miss Agent Carter, and do you want her to be saved still, or is there no place for her in the wide television landscape of superheroes? Let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.